I can typically tell if you're cut out to make it as a voiceover artist in about 30 seconds. And over the course of this video, you'll learn the 4 things that might be holding you back as a voiceover artist. And number 4 is probably the absolute worst. Better yet, you'll know what to change so that you can hopefully move forward. Number 1, comparison. Comparison is the root of all evil, and that rings true especially as an artist. One of the biggest problems that I see with a lot of the people who I talk to are that they're constantly comparing themselves to someone else. They should be doing what this person is doing. Their work should be getting the recognizability as this person, when in reality, you don't know anything about anybody else. Even your best friend, your family members, they have not told you everything about themselves, and you have not lived through their shared experience. So comparison is useless, and in a lot of the cases, the things that we're comparing ourselves to, we don't even know if the person on the other end of that wants that thing, and you don't even know if you truly want that thing. Not everybody needs to be top billing, and not everybody needs to be the lead and the star of a production. Sometimes we just need to take a chill pill, relax, and congratulate our peers as they've been working on their path, just like you'd want people to congratulate you when you get to that part of your career. Number 2, you think you know everything. This is something that I see quite often. You think you know everything about not only this industry, but also artistry. You don't think that you need lessons, or you're below having a mentor, or you're below taking classes, anything of that nature, when in actuality, the top people that we see within our worldview, they probably still take lessons. They probably still have a mentor. They probably still go to classes. Everyone who you can think about who's at the top of their game still takes lessons, still practices daily, and still probably has a mentor or a tutor. And that's just because this is not something that has a goal at the end of the day. This is, an artistry in general, creativity in general, is a lifelong pursuit. And the thing that makes this so special is that as we age, as we get older, our perspectives will change. Therefore, our approaches to things will change. There's a beautiful movie called It Comes at Night. I absolutely love it. And when I was younger, I watched this movie and I sympathized wholeheartedly with the teenager in this movie. Why can't you go outside? You don't even know if there's anything wrong with this. And now as I'm getting older, I sympathize very heavily with the father, who wants to just protect the kid and wants to protect his family, even if they don't know that there's anything out there. There could be something. It's an absolutely beautiful movie. I won't give any spoilers, but that is what I'm talking about. As we get older, our perspectives start to change. There's always something to learn. So don't put your nose up at learning it. Number 3, you never take criticism. This is something that I also see quite often. This is a collaborative endeavor. Voice acting, acting, stage acting, this whole environment is very collaborative. You are not right about anything. Yes, your interpretation of a character, what they want, what they're going for, what they're launching for, what they're trying to do, that could be something that you've researched, and you're so concrete about it, and you're so wonderfully sure that that is what that character would do, would want, would say, would approach things. However, this is a collaborative environment. A lot of the times you're going to have someone who redirects you away from something that you thought in order to build onto the idea of putting this as a whole. Big picture. As a voice actor, we are small picture. There's someone working to put all of these puzzle pieces together so that it reaches one big end product. So, you're not right. You need to learn how to take criticism, how to take feedback, and how to be able to redirect so that you change with that criticism and feedback to make the project not only go faster, but also to build on a project that actually has staying power, that actually creates a long-lasting impact. Last but not least, this is number 4. I told you this was the heaviest hitting one, but just a brief aside before we launch into that. I've got free assets for you. Go down in the description, click on them. You can download free assets, 12 ways to break down a script, a couple of other things that I've put together. These are free of charge. 2, one is paid, my story of becoming a voice actor. That one is $5, but they are there for you to read through and learn through. So go in the description, click on that. But now let's get back to it. Where we're talking about number 4. This is the most pivotal and the most crucial. You don't work well with others. going back to number 3, this is very collaborative. This whole entire endeavor is very collaborative. If you don't work well with others, I don't care if you're a lone wolf, if you're a loner, if you're an introvert, this depends on you working well with other people. Whether you are just a voice actor in a closet and you're on a live session and you're being directed, you have to work with that director. You have to work within the confines of that direction. Whether you are on a stage, guess what? You probably have a scene partner. You have to be able to bounce off of them. And once again, you're not right. Things evolve and things shift. So understand, going into this is something that is very collaborative. And that's some of the beauty behind this job. It is very collaborative. We get to create something that we never would have been able to create by ourselves because we now have the input and the worldview of other people. You can't create something just by yourself that is as unique as if you were working with someone else. Does it mean that it is as good as if you were working by yourself? No. But unless you have the worldview and the collaborative power of other people around you, you're not going to be able to make it. I always truly think this, whether we're working in an orchestra or whether we're working in a production, we are cogs in a clock. And we work to create something truly beautiful, and that is a truly beautiful output. And I'll say this last thing. My old music director told me something that's profound that sticks with me to this very day. If you are in tune, perfectly in tune, beautifully in tune, but the rest of your section is out of tune, slightly sharp, slightly flat, if you decide to stay in your intonation, you are wrong. Because at the end of the day, it is the collective power of everybody that creates that beautiful end result. So, know that this is collaborative before going in. And know that these 4 points very much so will dictate whether or not you will have a good, fruitful career as not only a voice actor, but an actor, a musician, pretty much any creative endeavor. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll catch you in the next video.